This is for sound sync. Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're looking good. Hello and welcome to anyone and everyone watching. My name is Tanner McChristian. I am the writer, director, and cinematographer for The Sins of Our Sons. I started writing Sins pretty much right before we started filming my first feature film. Well, feature by technicality, more like an extended short film. But feature, nonetheless, somewhere in nowhere. We shot that film for literally nothing, just using the equipment we already had in my hometown of Mulberry, Arkansas. Unironically, it was a very fun experience. We met a lot of great people we had never worked with before, but gave their all to the production, and as a result, we were able to really make something special. And it paid off when we won Best in the River Valley at the Fort Smith International Film Festival in 2023. All the while, in the background, we were trying to put together the beginnings for what would eventually become The Sins of Our Sons. And that process took another year. Roughly. We got some big names attached to the project, and eventually we started filming in April of 2025. And of course, due to a bunch of behind the scenes nonsense, we were not able to wrap filming until April of 2026. This was easily the largest production I've ever been a part of, let alone attempted to direct. We had a total production budget of around $10,000, 3 of which came from our Indiegogo campaign that you might remember us promoting here on the channel. The rest of which was provided by our incredibly generous donor and executive producer. Now, while this was still more money than we had ever received for literally anything in terms of our productions, it was still only $10,000. There's not a whole lot you can do with that outside of paying for necessities. But we decided to see just how far we could push that and try to get people paid as much as we could. This thing was still a passion project. We knew it was very unlikely that we'd make our money back, but we wanted to make sure people were at least taken care of. However, that didn't really matter because after the first weekend of shooting, the schedule just kind of fell apart. People started dropping out of the project almost immediately, and other people just kind of naturally distanced themselves from the project after we lost pretty much all of our creative momentum after that first weekend. We originally thought we were going to finish this thing in a month over the course of about 10 days. And yeah, obviously that just didn't happen. And on top of that, we had a whole host of other post, pre, and during production woes that I don't want to really waste your time blabbing about. It's the kind of stuff that happens on, or at least has the potential to happen, on every production to ever exist. I mean, seriously, film productions with 10,000 times our budget could have possibly had these same issues. So frankly, I don't feel like addressing them. I'm not trying to throw a pity party or anything. I'm just trying to help you guys understand what the production was like. And I won't lie, I see a lot of the issues we had as a production falling on me as the director. Not only should I have been more prepared, I should have been more quick on my feet when things started falling out of place. Which in of itself is another complication of the production as a whole. I am such a different filmmaker than I was when I started writing this. And even when we started shooting it, my sensibilities have changed, my tastes have changed, my tactics have changed when it comes to filmmaking. So pretty much having to work with my past self throughout this production has been enlightening, to say the least. And I do want to say, ultimately, I am proud of what me and the team were able to do. I really am. The fact that we got this thing done, given the circumstances, is frankly a miracle. I mean, really, I'm surprised I didn't just say fuck it and cancel the whole thing outright. Because I feel like under most circumstances, most people would. You know, I mean, we hear all the time about even big projects being canceled in the middle of shooting. So why couldn't it happen with this one, right? But I couldn't be more thankful and proud to be a part of a team that stuck with me for so long and through so much aforementioned nonsense. And I think the end result has turned out to be pretty cool in of itself. Which leads into the ultimate point of this video, and that is that The Sins of Our Sons is complete. Final cut is done, and ready to ship. Now this final cut is only 46 minutes in length, much like The Sins of Our Sons. A feature by technicality, but in practice more of an extended short film. But it's also bigger than any other production we've ever done in terms of scale. So now that the film is actually done, we find ourselves at an impasse. What exactly are we gonna do with this thing? For those who don't know, film projects between, like 30 to 50 minutes have a really hard time doing much of anything, at least when it comes to festivals and, monetary gain. I've just kind of made my peace with the fact that we're taking a loss on this thing, pretty much. We might get into a couple of local festivals, but there's no shot we're making it into any like premier festivals like Sundance, Slam Dance, probably not even any of the big ones that aren't necessarily seen as high class like South by Southwest or anything like that. And then I'm reminded that here on Bad Moon Studios, or over on Bad Moon Studios if you're watching this video either on Facebook or on my personal channel, we have cultivated quite a following. Our short films have done really well, and even the definitive cut of The Sins of Our Sons has gotten more views than it originally did on my personal channel. And Bad Moon Studios is even where we've been promoting this thing primarily in general. So frankly, it only makes sense to go ahead and publish the final cut of The Sins of Our Sons right here on the Bad Moon Studios YouTube channel. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. The film is gonna go live on New Year's Day, January 1st of 2027. And of course, all of our Indiegogo backers should receive their promised items before the end of the year. I'm gonna try to see to it personally that all of our backer rewards will be out and delivered before December. That's the goal. If it's during December, at the absolute latest. Additionally, we have a really fun announcement. We're actually going to be holding a premiere for the finished film. We are premiering the film at the Razorback IMAX and Grill on September 14th at 7 p.m. Yes, I know it's a Monday, but this is a Malco theater. There was no shot we're getting this thing for a weekend. If I'm being honest, I'm kind of just glad we got what we got. But yeah, if you're in the area and you want to come support the film, see it on the big screen, please, by all means, come by. I'll be there. Some of the cast and crew will be there. And once the screening is actually done, we're going to answer some questions from the crowd. So we'd love to see you guys there. To all of you that have been there to support us through this long and frankly taxing endeavor, I just want to extend my thanks to each and every one of you. There really are not words to express how grateful I am that we were finally able to see this thing through. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much once again. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the big screen. Bye-bye.
So what now?
Six months ago, you were acquitted for the rape and murder of Amanda Bradshaw.
You got the wrong guy.
You think I'm gonna believe you?
You can believe whatever you want.
Kirk, you're going to die today.
I don't want to kill anyone, all right? Just let me go. Inside a mind of a savage kind, and you don't want that recognition of, oh, there goes that guy. But if you do decide that you're gonna play that hand and try, just think before you act, because you're